Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Retold by Saviour Pirotta. Narrated by Daphne Kouma. Chapter 1. Painting the Fence. "It's not fair," groaned Tom Sawyer, coming out of the house with a paintbrush. His Aunt Polly followed with a bucket of whitewash. "That'll teach you to skip school, Tom," she said. "Antala," added Tom's cousin Mary. She had come out behind Aunt Polly. "I promised your mother before she died that I'd look after you and your brother Sid," said Aunt Polly, "and that includes teaching you to obey your elders." "And to tell the truth," giggled Mary. It was a mighty warm Saturday. All the children in St. Petersburg would be going down to the river to swim. But not Tom. He had to paint the garden fence as punishment for skipping school. The front door banged shut behind Aunt Polly and Cousin Mary. Tom's heart sank. The fence was big. He would never finish painting it by the end of the day, let alone in time for a swim. He'd have to get help. Perhaps he could pay some of his friends to do some whitewashing. Tom emptied his pockets to see what he could pay them with. He had only a couple of marbles and a few bits of string. The situation seemed hopeless, until he had the best idea ever. The first boy to come past the house was his friend Ben Rogers, pretending to be a grand steamboat. He was taking bites out of a big, juicy apple in between the tooting. "You coming along for a swim, Tom?" Tom picked up the brush and started painting. "Who'd want to go swimming when they have a lovely fence to whitewash?" "You mean you choose to stay home and work?" cried Ben. "It's only work if you don't want to do it." Ben stared at the fence. "Please, Tom, could I have a go?" Tom sloshed more whitewash on the fence. "Not sure you'll do a good job, Ben." "I'll give you what's left of my apple," pleaded Ben. "All right," said Tom at last. He sat down on the grass and took a big bite out of Ben's apple. His trick had worked. Here he was, resting in the sun, while Ben did all the hard work. Another friend, Johnny Miller, came along. He too wanted to have a go at painting. Tom wouldn't let him till he handed over his kite. Before long, there was a long line of children wanting to help paint the fence. By the time it was finished, Tom had a collection of goodies, including marbles, toys, and even a...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?